One who has freed themselves from all restrictions has reached perfection, their potential fulfilled. Perfect strength, perfect power, perfect destiny. Imagine it. This quote from Star Wars Legends references the prophesized Sith Ari, which means perfect being. It was written that the Sith Ari would be free of limits, that they would lead the Sith, raise them from death, and make them stronger than ever before. In Legends, the consensus was that Darth Bane was this perfect being who would avenge the Sith, but Darth Plagueis believed it was he who the prophecy referred to, and his apprentice Darth Sidious would eventually declare that he was the true Sith Ari. So which individual is the rightful owner of this title? The ultimate king of the Sith, who would raise them from the ashes and make them greater than ever before? Well, let's evaluate what we know. Darth Plagueis himself was not one to believe in prophecies. He thought that they were often the result of wishful thinking, but when evaluating his own potential to fulfill this particular role, he stated the following: "The fact that the Sith created their savior myth is predictable. Yet, these predictions seem uniquely specific to the actions I am taking now. I am not a creature of superstition, but if the robes of the Sith Ari fit, I see no reason not to claim them." In this quote, Plagueis is alluding to the fact that he is preparing to overthrow the Jedi with the help of his apprentice Darth Sidious. And if things had gone according to plan for Plagueis, his assertion in declaring himself the Sith Ari would make sense. But as we all know, that did not happen, as his apprentice killed him before that time came, and it was that man, Darth Sidious, who would now ascend the throne of the Sith. Alongside his new apprentice Darth Vader, the Emperor amassed a great army. Through careful planning and then by brute strength, the Sith destroyed the Jedi, reclaimed the galaxy, and stood as the undisputed rulers for almost 3 decades. But then they were destroyed again, seemingly leaving the Sith Ari title up for grabs once more. And then the impossible happened. Darth Sidious cheated death, returned once more to reclaim his throne, and this time with no apprentice at his side. He successfully channeled the power of all the Sith as the one true Emperor. And I believe it is in this moment that we see Palpatine fulfill this prophecy, and finally claim the title of Sith Ari. His death brings his reign to an end once more, but that doesn't change the fact that the prophecy had been fulfilled. If we break the prophecy down line by line, we will see that Sidious checks every box. It says the Sith Ari will be free of limits, and Palpatine cheated death. The Sith Ari will lead the Sith and destroy them. Palpatine of course led the Sith and then did literally destroy them through the use of his own Force lightning in Episode 9. The Sith Ari will raise the Sith from death and make them stronger than before. The conduction of Order 66 raises the Sith from death, and I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a combination in canon or Legends that could outdo Vader and Sidious. And so with this evaluation, I think it is pretty safe to say that Darth Sidious was indeed the Sith Ari the prophecy referred to. The only remaining question is if the prophecy referred to more than one individual, as it was speculated in Legends that the torch was to be picked up over generations by an especially unique and powerful individual who would have the chance to prove himself worthy of the name Sith Ari. In canon, Sidious was the only one who ever achieved this, making him the obvious choice, but in Legends, others like Darth Revan and Darth Bane made similarly great strides in their quest for ultimate power. It could also be argued that it was actually Darth Vader, not Darth Sidious, who more accurately fits this mold, as he too helped raise the Sith from their presumed extinction and then also destroyed them. But I think the fact that it was Palpatine who orchestrated the entire thing, and that it was he who returned to gain the power of all the Sith, as he says in the Rise of Skywalker, pretty clearly shows that if this title belongs to anyone, it is him. But that's gonna wrap things up for this video, so comment your thoughts on the Sith Ari prophecy down below, and may the Force be with you, always.